Hello everyone, my name is Chris Malwa and this is the Diaspora Notebook. In this show today, we pick up from where we left last week, where we were discussing the recent interest among Kenyans living abroad in investing back at home, especially in the real estate industry. Today, we continue with the discussion with several Kenyans living here and businesses from back at home who have been in the US talking to Kenyans about the need to invest back at home.
And we do variation properties. We buy empty land. We put the water. We plant the trees. We do the.
The Chief Executive Officer of Optiven Kenya, Mr. George Washuri's first encounter with the diaspora in the US was in July this year when he and about a dozen other business executives from Kenya attended the Diaspora Expo held in Dallas, Texas.
That's an actual house for one of our clients. Then our mission is when you have your own house and a key, we say the gates there, fencing, everything. And actually these are the actual photos. So once you now have your own home, you say,
even the water.
Yeah, we pipe the water, we do the tanks, you know, because we call them value and
waste PLA,
everything. We do everything. So that when you are coming, you see George, where is power, where is water, you have everything. Why? In Kenya today, we have 75% of our people living in urban areas, they are renting. How come they are buying plots, they are not building? So we did a research. We discovered Kenyans want water, they want infrastructure, they want security, they want order. So at Optiven, we basically offer order. That's why we have been voted the best investment company in Kenya last year, 2014-2015 by KPMG. This is a global audit firm.
With a team from Optiven.
For Mr. Washuri, that experience was an eye-opener because soon after that, he was back in the US on a month-long tour that has seen him traverse almost half the US, talking to Kenyans in the US about the opportunities that exist in Kenya in the real estate sector.
One thing I tell Kenyans is that Kenya today is the country of opportunities. I usually participate in very many meetings. I'm a member of Kenya Private Developers Association. I'm also a member of Kenya Private Sector Association. And as a board member, I sit with National Lands Commission, I sit with Ministry of Lands and Housing. I also sit in 3 months' time, I sit within the Presidential Roundtable in State House. And personally, I have seen what is happening in Kenya. Kenya is a beautiful girl that everybody wants to be there. Yet, our Kenyan people, they have closed their eyes. I'm challenging diasporians that if you are in the USA and you are not investing in Kenya, you are losing. And they are saying there are 4 areas you can invest in Kenya. Area number 1 is real estate. Kenya today, the 80% of our 44.3 million people, they have only occupied 13% of our area. Kenya is about 587,000 kilometers square. So 67% of our country is not occupied. These are areas like Turkana, those are the areas. Yet, we have refused to open our eyes to invest in those areas. The other day, I visited Okisha, whereby they're doing oil drilling. And I wanted to know what is happening in those blocks.
Mr. Washuri is just one of the many company executives from Kenya who have recently made inroads into the diaspora after discovering the diaspora's purchasing power. Vincent Aberi, the head of diaspora banking at KCB, is one such executive who have been talking to the diaspora about the need to take advantage of the recent decentralization of governance to invest in the country.
Our current mission actually as KCB is to really interact with the diaspora. We've realized that we have to be in touch with the diaspora, and we decided to come around and actually go to different states, talk to people, talk about our products, and talk to them about how we can really partner with them in terms of investing at home and which ways they can do that if very effectively, and also getting feedback from them, which is very important for us to be able to improve our services to them. Okay, I will answer the second question that you've asked, and which states we've currently visited. The first state that we visited was during the Boston Marathon, which is Massachusetts. Thereafter, we've gone to Georgia, Atlanta, and We've now visited New Jersey, and we have also visited the state of Maryland, and also we've visited the state of Delaware. And during those visits, we've been able to gather very important information. One key thing the diaspora is really concerned is trust. How do they trust that their investment is secure at home? That is very key, because we all know the stories of what has happened before, and basically people using their relatives to invest, and they never get to see those investments. And that's why, as KCB, we've come in between you and home, and showing you and being your partner on how to invest and making sure that your investment is secure. With a financial institution that is very strong, trusted. We've been in existence for 117 years. Even before our independence, KCB was there already. So that history shows you that even going forward, we are able to assist the diaspora in investing, and we want to instill confidence in you that if you partner with KCB, you're rest assured that your investments are secure.
We'll give you the 7.5%.
So that gives you 8 there.
So 8 blue or black? 8 there, 8 there. 16, that's 16.
And just write what you're interested in. We know.
I mean, we can talk with them. We can have a conversation. If you're really committed to what your payment was.
Emerald. That's the name of it.
5,000.
I'm just from Mombasa, you want me to write Emerald? So yeah. Oh yeah, Mombasa is okay. Okay. And you can, even if you're interested in Nairobi, you can put Nairobi as well. So we know what kind of, because you're interested in Nairobi with as well. Because we have a couple of new ones coming up that we don't have here.
Okay, yes.
When the new ones come up, because
We need those emails, man, before people snatch it up.
yeah, those ones will be a good deal. So, alright. We are from Fairdeal Group. We are a very diversified group in Kenya. We do furniture, hardware, glass, and we also do property development. So we have properties in Mombasa and in Nairobi, and I think it's a good deal right now for the diaspora to invest in Kenya, because interest rates in the US are very low, and there's a lot of good returns coming up in Kenya as well. And the dollar has gone up quite a bit as well. So I think this is a great time for the diaspora to invest in Kenya. And I think the properties we have, a lot of them have actually sold out, and there's a very few left. So we can see a lot of traction. So I think it's a good deal for the diaspora to invest in Kenya right now.
Be proud that you are here at work. Realize your American dream. And I'm telling you, you people, you are in a very good position. You can get the best of the two worlds. I keep on saying the borrowing rates in Kenya are high. That's for sure. You are talking of 16%, 14% per annum. Here, 4%, 6%. So borrow here at 4%. Yeah? Go and invest in Kenya. Even if you put the money in a fixed deposit account, you get 13% per annum, if nothing else. You can put them in treasury bills. You can put them in commercial paper, which is being issued by some of the big companies in Kenya, like Safaricom, Kenya Breweries, BAT. Yeah, paying 13%, 14% interest. So you can get the best of the two worlds. And this is what I'm emphasizing, because I want you to succeed.
The Kenyan diaspora's interest in investing back at home has increased tremendously in the last 10 years, due in part to the enactment of the new constitution that developed not only the political instruments, but also economic structures.
Thank you very much. Our purpose for coming to diaspora is to bring land nearer to the diaspora people who live here from home. You can own land when you're here. We've made it very easy that you can just come to the expo and you pick a plot that has a ready title, and you do the due diligence and transferring of the property to you, so that when you come back home, you have something in yourself. at a very reasonable price. We've got very good payment plan that would be comfortable and manageable to you.
I totally believe in the diaspora, the dream of our country. And the reality is we as a diaspora have a duty to actually participate in building our country. If you look at examples of other countries and what they've been able to do, just using the potential of what the diaspora has done. Talk about India with their technology. Talk about Japan. They got technology from the US way back, and they went back. South Korea. If you look at Egypt with their telecommunication, that was all diaspora. If you look at South Africa, we cannot continue to ignore the impact of the diaspora. They are the largest contributor of direct investments into our country, and we just need to be able to come up with programs and even ideas on how we can pool our money together and actually make a substantial change in our economic growth. If you look at what Ethiopia has actually done in terms of the diaspora, they formed groups and organizations almost 10 years ago, and even the impact of what they're doing with a dam that is going to be ultimately the largest dam in Africa, to be able to power Ethiopia and also spur economic growth by having industries move into their country, and that will be a game changer. And I'm looking at the Kenyan diaspora. This is our moment, and I think we have to seize that moment by joining organizations like the US Diaspora Circle or other groups that have an interest in actually investing back home. We have a duty to our nation, and I do believe that it is that duty that brings us together for a common good to actually uplift our economic status in our region. And that's what I believe the diaspora can do.
I just want to be brief. I want to appreciate the team that have worked with me. We work here as a team in Dallas. We are many of us, and we have different bodies. First of all, I want to appreciate the chair of Chambers of Commerce, Bwana Alex Karudu, and I'll invite him just for a minute to come and just greet the people of Dallas. Chairman of the Advisory Council. Thank you for that collection.
Your Excellency, Ambassador Githai, Olo, Grace, Mother, and all the team that has come from Nairobi. Yangu ni kusema asante kwa yale ambayo tumeendelea kufuatilia in this city. We are the prototype diaspora, if for anything, maybe lack of words, prototype is the most fitted. This part of the diaspora has become of age. We are excited about the things that we're doing. We've been able to become one body from different cultures, different regions, but we have been able to come together as Kenyans.
Well, the thing is, the problem is ni kwamba previously we've been having problems in investment. The people are sending money and relatives wanakula hiyo pesa. So when we have these people like this, they're actually helping us in terms of bridging that gap, sending money home. You can actually pay a deposit here, like I've just paid one of the deposits of these chambers here, and you get your title deed, it's hapa, printed everything. So I think this is a very good thing that they are doing, and we encourage them to come more often. We advertise the event so that people are much aware of what is going on. But when myself, I was actually thinking of the same thing. Like for example, I was in Isinya just last week. The value of these plots they are selling right now, I can assure you, Chris, in about 6 months, these things are going to be jumping up. You are going to be buying them at 1.something million. So why don't you just invest 750 and buy them now? That is what we are trying to help our brothers here, who some of them may not get a chance to go home. So this is a very good opportunity for them to tap into.
Please introduce yourself to our viewers and tell us why you're particularly here in America now.
Okay. My name is Paul Mwai, CEO of AIB Capital in Nairobi. We are one of the leading stockbrokers in Nairobi, and we are here to introduce Kenyans in the diaspora to the opportunities that exist through investing in the Nairobi Stock Exchange. We are giving them an opportunity to access the Nairobi Stock Exchange through a direct market access, through their laptops, through their mobile smartphones. You can download our app from Google, from Windows Play or from Android, and you are able then to trade from your mobile phone. Please buy orders, sell orders on your mobile phone, view your portfolio, see how much money you've made or lost, see the transactions that you have done, the historical transactions, and basically giving you control of your destiny in terms of investing in the Nairobi Stock Exchange.
We as Kenyans, not all of us are privileged to go back home. So we thank you for coming, for the product that you are bringing to us. One challenge we would like to throw onto you, just know this diaspora expect another kind of customer service. We want the instant microwave services. So these people here have the money, I'll promise you that. They are Kenyans who are working day and night, and they are Kenyans who are looking forward to invest back home. They just need somebody they can trust with their money. So I thank God because His Excellency is here, so we'll hold you accountable. If you don't perform to the expectation, we will call the embassy and let them know what you are doing. So please, as you see the Kenyans that have come today, they are ready to invest. So don't disappoint us, don't let us down.
I always advise diasporians, you guys, you are very quick in trusting. Mtu amekuja na startup, hana ujuzi wa kulani biashara, munalipa. Paying for an idea. Vet us. Ingia kwa Mr. Google. Is it a Mr. or Mrs. Google? Ask him, Optiven Limited, who are they? How many years have they operated? Unaona, hey, 17 years. George Washiri, who is this fellow making noise? This guy is providing employment. This guy is doing houses for the rest. Unfortunate, isn't it? Understand people. Do your research. When you buy properties in Kenya, don't be in a hurry. Oh, I sent money to my father. The other day, somebody came to my office, very annoyed about the father. I told him, please, it's your father. Yes, the property, I'll transfer here, but you can acquire another property. And I'm happy that we did a home for him. And then as you do these business transactions, always have an agreement. Keep those receipts. I was in Atlanta, Georgia. Muda ananiambia ninunua plot nikapewa certificate. Certificate is a worthless paper, and you have it, go and throw it away. That's nothing. It's not recognized in law. If the property has no title deed, forget about it. Don't buy it. Abia George bwana, go process title, come and talk to me. Kwani mashamba zinaisha Kenya? Hata zikiisha Kenya, Rwanda iko, si ndio? Na Tanzania bado iko. Don't be hurried. And then some of you when you come to Nairobi, you're in a hurry. Quick. You get an agent, buy quickly, come back. Some years later, the property has got issues. Buy from companies that are known. And I thank God for President Uhuru Kenyatta. The other day he said, all land buying companies must be registered. And I was so happy because that was an initiative that we started through KPDA. Why? If I come here and pick your money, I don't deliver, you report me, I'll be frozen, my accounts will be frozen, and then I'll be deregistered.
Wanakujua na Bea, nimewambia Bea, anasema Bea alikuwa rafiki ya babake sana.
So my name is Modoni, and this is Kamudi Housing Cooperative Society Limited. We brought Buffalo Hills and Soyadam Estate. Both our projects are located along Garissa Road, Buffalo, which is in Thika, and Soyadam is in Murang'a County. And this is Buffalo Hills, as we're talking about. It's a gated community, and we have a quarter acre and half acre, a quarter going for 3 million and a half going for 5 million. Then we have Soyadam Estate, which is this, and we have only 50 by 100, which is only 400,000 Kenya shillings, which is equivalent to 4,000 USD. This is what we brought to America.
Ambassador Robinson Gedai, Director, Mr. Washington Olo, King's Pride family, Major Karao and your team, distinguished exhibitors, we are very happy that you chose Dallas as a destination for this expo. I know Dallas people have also not disappointed. I see a lot of them here. So we really happy that you are all here. I've had the privilege of strategically positioning myself next to the ambassador as he was going around to visit with the different exhibitors. And I had all the good things and the great products that you have brought to us. And I can assure you that we are going to be investors. I am also an investor in one of the projects on this side in Naivasha, Longonot Gate. So we're not just here to talk, we're here to do investments, because if we don't make the decision now, things are not going to wait for us. There's only going to be one Lavington, and it's filling up very quickly. So if you don't make your purchase right now, you're going to pay a lot more later on.
What we're bringing to Diaspora is what we call land banking. It's the biggest things around right now. Land banking means that you invest in a property where it's just before at a conceptualization stage, where it's before the infrastructure comes in. So what we have is, as I can take you through, we have a map from Nairobi, which shows the proposed Greater Eastern bypasses, and we are on that route. So as people come and buy in and the infrastructure that's coming in, their investment doubles or triples as they go along. That's what we are selling right now. So our project is called Lukenya Meadows. It's a 3-phase project. So we are partnering with them to do a first phase. The whole project is worth almost 1 billion shillings. Yes, as a project. Yes, but right now we want them to partner with us to an element of 300 million. And how you partner is you buy a plot, which is going for 950. And 950 means that you get yourself a certificate, which is a title. But as you go along, you can actually exit when you think it's appropriate. But at that time, the valuation is always growing. So that's basically what we're doing. We're doing land banking. That's the newest and the biggest thing. And everyone knows in Nairobi that land is the biggest return on investment. It's been passive.